Hi, I'm Keisha Bisram,
And I'm Hanjie Chow.
and you're listening to the Every Shade Podcast.
Season 2.
Hanjie Chow.
Hey! Oh yeah, sorry I'm late.
What's up?
Sorry I'm late. I was this is such a stupid reason. You're gonna
Oh
you're gonna
God,
be like,
tell
what the
me.
fuck, Hanjie? I was actually playing a video game.
Yes, that's what I
I
like
was
to hear.
playing. I was playing. I was in a dungeon instance in World of Warcraft, and I kind of started like it's like a time thing, and like I started a little bit later than I wanted it to, and
Yeah.
so I was like, "Oh shit, I'm gonna be late." Just gonna like send Keisha a text message and tell I'm gonna be late, and then maybe come up with an excuse. And then at the end, I was like, "No, what? Forget it. Like, no, not even an excuse. Just tell you the truth.
Just
I was playing a
tell me
video
the damn
game."
truth.
Hi.
Hi, as someone who loves games, I don't blame you. I'd probably do the same thing. Feel like I'm busy.
I'm sorry.
I'm busy.
How are you?
Good. Good. Any updates in my life? No, I went out to lunch yesterday at like 12. Met up with a friend that I haven't seen in like 2 years, and I had
Okay.
I had five Aperol spritz.
Oh well, see, okay.
4 hours.
When you started that story, I was like, I hope she's going somewhere with this because you were like, well, what's going on in my life? So I went out for lunch yesterday at 12. I was like, okay. I'm so glad you carried the story on. And went on to Aperol Spritz. So were you white girl wasted?
Surprisingly not. I think because like we spent like about 4 hours there, so like just catching up. So I think
Uh-huh.
within 4 hours, five Aperol spritz. Spreading that out, like it actually didn't get me as drunk as I thought I would. But by the
Okay.
fourth one, the waiter came over and he was like, oh, like, are you guys good? Do you want another? Like, we're about to get the check. And I was like, telling my friend, I'm like, I kind of want another one. Like, is that weird? And he's like, no, just get it.
That was the waiter. That was the waiter's hint for get out. No.
Yeah, but
Uh,
he was trying to kick us out because like it's a restaurant in Staten Island, and you know how some restaurants still have like a time limit. And this
uh-huh.
restaurant, they had a time limit, but like they were kind of empty. And their
Oh.
time limit was 90 minutes, but like we went way over that.
90 minutes to 4
Yeah,
hours.
yeah, I know, right? And then like from like the fourth to fifth drink, that's when it started to get really busy. And I think they were trying to kick us out at that point. So
Oh, okay. They were like, okay, these bitches need to pay now
he gave me
and
the,
get
the
out.
spritz and then he like handed us the check. He's like, no
It's
rush,
like
guys. And I'm
time to
like,
go. Yeah, here's the check. There's no rush, but get out.
yeah. But pay now.
Yeah, yeah. No, definitely pulled that trick before. Um,
Yeah, because you've been on the other side of the table. How about you? Anything new since last week? Our lives are so
um,
exciting. Like
I know, right? It's so yeah. No, my life is so not exciting. Um, no, it really is not exciting, which is why I take solace in playing video games. Um, because that's literally all I can do right now. No, nothing exciting. I mean, like, what did I? No, there's nothing. I mean, the only thing that's like kind of vaguely exciting is that I'm hoping to be back in the city in like a month. So we'll see how that happens. But I have to go to. I think I told you this last week.
yes,
Um,
you were
um,
insane.
I have to go to fucking Madrid to get a visa. I have to go to another country to get a visa to go to another country that I actually want to go to. So it's weird.
Like it's like a weird chain of events because it's like we said last week, like you're kind of like forced to go on vacation.
Yeah, it was like a wholly unnecessary trip. I mean, it's necessary, but like in the grand scheme of things, it's wildly pointless.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, I'm sort of excited for it because it's sort of like a mini vacay, but at the same time, I'm like, oh, God, it's a fucking vacation. I have to spend money that we already don't have. Do you know what I mean? So
uh,
yeah, it's dumb. But then again, if I don't spend it, I can't get the visa. I can't go and I can't work. So
yeah.
it's like it's a means to an end.
Yeah. It's
So I just
okay.
have
I
to like
mean,
suck it up and deal with it.
yeah, I'm just happy that like I'm just happy for you that it's happening
Yeah, right. Like,
because
especially in this fucking shit show of a year, like how
yeah.
I know so many people who've sort of like just given up on it. It's like, nah, I can't be bothered with that. I'm like, okay, which is fair because you know it's such a fucking ordeal um, that yeah, you know, I'm surprised I even stuck to it through. I even stuck to it through to the end. But yeah, it's like traumatic on top of the traumatic year that we've had on top of the traumatic 4 years that you've had. So
Yeah.
it's yeah, it's it's a faint light at the end of the tunnel.
You know, I mean, that's life, like it's never ending. There's always
No,
something
that's
out of
true.
just
Except
entertainment.
you're totally right. I agree. However, it's like almost like uh, uh, a bottomless pit of just like despair. This past
Yeah.
however many decades we've lived through.
So I had a tarot card reading done at the very end of last year. And my reader, who's been reading for me for a long time, she was uh kind of like talking about my breakup with my ex, right? And I was like so dramatic. I'm like, can this just be the last thing that I have to deal with?
Yeah.
And then she said to me, Keisha, there's more. And I'm like, no, I don't want there to be more. Like, stop. Just stop.
Did she tell you what's more to come?
No. Well, I mean,
Ugh.
there was a bit of a light, but it's like, I guess there's events that like either I guess either like, some mystics or spiritual readers either can't reveal or they can't reveal because they don't even understand it themselves. So it's hard for them to put it into words. And uh realistically, I mean, there's always going to be challenges in life and like dramatics in life, unless like you're living a very mundane life and playing it safe. Then
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you probably live a life where not much is
Well, your biggest
happening.
worry is like I don't know what would a very when your biggest worry is help me out.
I don't know. Like your Keurig machine isn't working or
Oh
something.
yes, yeah, yeah. That's almost like champagne problems, except maybe you're not as rich. But yeah, you just have a
Yeah,
great.
I don't know what like a simple life problem would be. Like I don't know.
Oh, when to cut the lawn.
I'm mow the lyrics at the same time.
Wait, did you think the same thing?
Then mow the lawn.
Oh my god, that's brilliant! Whoa, that's so weird. I was like, I was also thinking mow the lawn, cut the lawn. I was like, whoa, that's really bizarre.
Yeah, talk
We are
about
psychically connected from several thousand miles away. That's
yes. Oh my god, it's so funny. Yeah, yeah. So it's like, I guess when you live like a life where you're trying to pursue more of yourself as a person, like you're gonna be thrown more challenges. And
I
they're
guess.
annoying
Yeah.
AF, like they're annoying as fuck for sure, but
They are
that's
really fucking annoying as fuck.
but you know what? Like that's how you grow and learn as a person. Like, listen, you could be as educated as you want to be, you could read as many books as you want, but it's really life experiences that kind of push
Mm-hmm.
and challenge you. And it's how you react to those experiences. Like, if you take it head on it
Mm.
does help you grow as a human being and develop.
Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it.
But in the
However,
moment,
wait,
it is annoying.
it's really fun. I'm just like, can I just bash my head into a wall right now? Um, no, wait. So, okay, so your tarot card reader. See, I'm guessing you sort of believe the reading on a certain level. I like how much of it do you believe, and
I mean,
versus like how much of it do you feel like is a sort of like a self-fulfilling prophecy?
it's different for everyone, is what I've learned, and also it depends on the tarot reader too, what
Okay.
reading and what they're telling you. Because some tarot readers can read just you, while some tarot readers can read you and like other people around you, like their energies and how they affect you, and they can pick up like other pieces of their lives and stuff, which is something that I don't really like. Um, and for me, because like I am a very spiritual person and it's something that I do a lot of like self work, and I do believe in like, mystic energy and things like that and spirituality. So with my friends, like I think the reading is sort of, it helps me like understand like what's going on in my life when sometimes I feel like I'm going through something, or I feel like something is happening and I don't, like, it's almost like therapy for me. Like I need someone to talk to about it.
Mm-hmm.
And the only reason why I don't do therapy, or I have done it, but it's like I need someone to go really deep inside me, like super, super deep under the layers, and like help me connect, like, spiritually, and help me connect as well. So I do, um in terms of like how much of I believe in it, um I'm trying to think of the last reading. I don't know, it's like it's more like I use it as guidance.
Uh-huh.
And if something that I just don't understand in the reading that doesn't make sense to me, I just let it go. I don't really think too much
Oh,
about
okay.
it. Yeah. And that can happen too, because sometimes like readers, like they'll see something about you in your life or in your future, and they can't really put it into pure words, and they'll say that, and sometimes they will form some sort of explanation, and it may or may not be the truth, or it's like part of the truth. It's hard for me to like explain, because also I want to give you personal like examples, but I don't want to record
Right,
it.
right, right, right. Yeah, yeah, no,
Maybe I'll do it at the
no.
very end. I'll do the very, very end.
Whatever.
And I've noticed, because I've been doing readings for a while, that I'll either write them down or record it, and it just
Mm-hmm.
won't make sense in the moment, and I just let it go. I'll forget about it completely.
Oh, okay.
And when I look back on it, it's the truth is there.
Right. So like when you say little things like that you let go of, could they be, are they necessarily like troubling or like positive? Because I'm thinking, to if I were to get like a vague piece of information and be like, and the reader doesn't know what they, doesn't understand it or know what it means, but looking at it face value, I'm like, that sounds a little worrying.
Well, I
Like,
don't
how
think
do you like let go?
I don't think like I mean, I've never had anyone scare me,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't think readers should be doing that. I don't think they're there to frighten you or scare you into something. It's more of like like helping you, like, helping guiding you through your life or through phases in your life. And I had one reader that, I guess this was like years ago. This was like back in college, actually. I don't go to this guy anymore, but um I was having like a troubling moment at the time that I had seen him, and he stopped and told me like, I can read you, but just remember, like, you probably should go to therapy, because this is beyond what I can help you with. And
Oh.
I so appreciated that, because I think that is the truth of it too. It's like, if something is really troubling in their readings and they see something like of you, they can't really, there's only so much they can do.
Mm, mm.
So, I think it's best that they do guide you to understand
Yeah.
you should go to therapy or see some additional help other than seeing your reading.
Hmm.
That's what I mean by good tarot card readers too. It's like, or any good reader, it's like they have
They're
to
not like
acknowledge,
some
yeah, they have to acknowledge that like this is as far as they can go.
right.
And if
Yeah,
there's
they're not like some gypsy woman with a crystal ball and trying to like
yeah, I mean, also like I think it's like using your judgment too. If someone's trying to scam you or scare you, it's like you probably shouldn't be going to them.
yeah, yeah. Oh, cool.
But
Cool, cool.
I'll tell you more details a little bit later
Yes,
after.
yes. But for now, we
Luca, let's
will.
talk about Luca.
Oh my. Okay, so yes, Luca. Yes, please. Let's talk about Luca.
Oh my God. So Luca, I heard I didn't hear much about the film. I just heard that it's an animation Pixar, right? Yeah, like a Pixar. Is it Pixar? No, Disney Pixar animation that takes place
Yes.
in a small town of Italy, which I thought was really
Yeah.
cute because not even a small town, it was like a small village, really. Um,
Mm-hmm.
back like in the 50s, I believe, and which I thought was really cute because I feel like we see so much of like either city life or big town life, but this is like a very
Mm-hmm.
much smaller scale. And my sister actually watched the movie before I mentioned it to you
Uh-huh.
last week. And she was like, "Oh, this movie is so cute," and I was like, "Oh my God, I have to watch it. I have to watch it."
It is very cute.
It was so cute. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
God, the two boys were like so adorable. I loved Luca. He was so cute.
Yes, yes, and I mean, the overall love the movie. It was very very
Oh, you don't
cute.
like the boys? Why?
See, I don't
And
know
Julia, I
because
love Julia.
I don't know what it is with. It kind of links to my dislike for like anime kids.
Yeah,
Um, I don't know what it was just
the
something
timidness of
really.
Luca.
Yeah, I was just like, oh god, he's so fucking annoying after a while.
You know who I
um,
really couldn't stand was Arcola, the antagonist. The guy
oh
from
really?
Luca.
Yeah, I was like, I was
He's
like
creepy.
comic
I didn't like
relief.
him.
I was like comic relief. Um,
I'm like, how old is this guy? Like, he's not even a kid.
right? He's like kind of like a little like creepy,
Very creepy.
wildly inappropriate adult slash pedophile.
Yeah, and like the way that he like his animated look, I'm like, yo, this guy's creeping me out. I don't like it.
Yeah.
And I think somebody even said it when he signed up for the
Like,
race.
how old even are you? Yeah, no, it was great.
Really, how old
Yeah,
is this guy?
exactly. It was like you're like fucking
He looked like
30-ish.
he was 30.
Yeah, and like racing a kids race. Something's going on here.
Yeah. Oh my
No,
God.
but I appreciated that he was sort of like kind of comic. I found him to be
Yeah,
comic relief,
for
but
sure.
with
Yeah.
Luca, that I don't know. It's the same with like I said, it's the same with anime kids. There's something a little whiny about them that I just get tired of very quickly. Um, yeah.
I can see what you're saying for sure. I mean, I loved Lucas, so like I didn't mind it too
Mm.
much. I guess because like his friend Alberto, right? That was his name. Like he
Yes, Alberta. Yeah,
he kind of like made fun of him at times for being that
yeah,
way. So it's like it was nice to
yeah,
have him there to be like, come on, like you can walk.
yeah.
Like
Right. No, totally. I know it was so funny. It was like.
yeah. He was like, okay, you're walking.
No, he was really fun. Actually, I preferred Alberto more, and I like and his storyline was his arc was a little more interesting. I thought.
Yeah, I liked Alberto a lot because I liked the fact that he just kind of went with going with things without thinking about it,
Yeah.
which was like nice guidance for Luca because Luca was sheltered, technically. I mean, I
Yeah.
love the beginning when he was herding the goatfish.
Oh my god,
They were so cute. And
I love those. They were so cute.
Giuseppe was like a part of like the herd and he was trying to like get away. Or like when he left the goatfish to like get on their own and
Yeah,
Giuseppe
with
took over.
yeah. Oh my god, what did he use to like make it like a statue of himself?
I can't
It was a
remember.
stone. No, it was a rock that he carved a face
Yeah,
into.
he did. Yeah. He's like, all right, like this is like You're down, and Giuseppe's like,
yeah, it was so. Oh my god, it was so. It was yes. There were really really cute moments. I love the I love the cat. The cat was
my
really
God, how hilarious
funny.
is the cat?
Oh my god.
I was like dying of laughter. Like this cat is freaking hilarious. Just
It
not
also made me
trusting
really
anyone.
want. It also made me crave pasta.
I know the pesto.
Oh my god, it looks so good.
You know
I
what?
was like, give me.
I do have to say, I mean, I'm sure you've had fresh pasta before. Like
Yeah,
fresh pasta is unlike anything.
it really is. That's right.
So so good. I mean, I've had it before, and like I still try to seek it out when I can. And it's like there's just some like my mouth is salivating right now. There's something about fresh pasta. Like if you could eat pasta by itself, like you know it's that good. With just some
Yeah.
like with a drizzle of something or
Oh,
even
some
like,
oil and butter. Ah.
and like the color of the pasta too. I was like, yo, like I can
Mm.
taste this right now.
Yeah, obviously al dente.
Yes. Oh my God.
Oh my
Ugh.
god. Okay. Maybe we should just stop this and just get some pasta.
Where are we going with this? Hold on.
Wait, we were talking about the food. We were talking about the food.
Mhm.
The pesto looked really good. Fresh pasta. I honestly I don't know where you were. I have no idea where we were going with this other than the food looked
Yeah.
really
Oh
good.
yeah. The fact that Luca was sheltered. Yes.
Oh yes, that's right. Oh no, because I interrupted you and said that it made me crave pasta, and then we went off on that
Yeah.
little tangent. But
Yeah.
yes, he is very sheltered.
He lived a very sheltered life because like his parents were afraid of humans, even though the grandmother was like, I go to the land every several weekends.
No,
And
yes, the fear of humans was a little like I was like, can you just elaborate on this a little bit more, especially since like you said, the grandmother kind of went there every week, and then the two ladies, the two old ladies who were living in the town were also the quote unquote sea monsters.
yeah, in the beginning, I didn't quite. I was getting like Little Mermaid vibes, because
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't quite understand like why the parents were that fearful, especially when the
Yeah.
grandmother was like, "Oh, like she said something before visiting like the land." Like Luca asked a question, and the grandmother answered, and the
Yes.
mother like panicked right away, and I was like, "Whoa, like what the hell's going on here?"
Yeah.
And it didn't really make so much sense to me. I know the introduction in the very beginning, they show the fear like of humans like fearing the sea monster. But I'm like, okay, these two guys are in the dark.
Yeah.
Like, have you been out to sea like on the ocean when it's like nighttime? Like it's pitch black.
Then why?
Of course they're gonna be scared, number one.
Yeah.
When they attacked the which was Alberto, when
Hmm.
they right Albert yeah, Alberto.
Yeah, but
When they attacked him, I was like, I don't blame them. Like they're scared and they have like one lamp. So it was until he finally got into like the little village and he saw like the signs and saw that like yeah they are fearful of them. But I guess I guess for me it's like I thought the mother's fear, I felt like what Lucas saw on land, the humans weren't as aggressive as
mm,
the mother made it seem to be.
mm-hmm.
Like they were only aggressive because they were just scared and like yeah they were fearful and stuff and like I mean I
Mm.
guess towards the end they were scared of them and stuff but like I don't know it was just I don't know I'm like I mean do they really have to be this scared of the humans like I don't really know I don't know I didn't really feel that level of
Well,
fear.
yeah. I mean, in a way, I guess the fact that they didn't explain like the uh, they didn't explain why they were fearful of humans, kind of made the ending a little more, I guess, quote unquote, feasible.
Mhm.
Just because they the humans kind of accepted that these two like sea creatures just won the race. Like they accepted it pretty easily.
Yeah, yeah.
um,
And then the
so
mother
yeah,
was trying to send Luca like down to the deep, and I'm like, that's a little extreme. Like the deep ocean is really scary, and this uncle is so
Yeah.
creepy. Like, why
Oh
would
my
you
god, the
bring your
see-through
child?
uncle, that was hilarious. It was so funny. Oh, I
His
mean,
eyes
his
were
whole family's really funny, and but like his parents when they arrive in town
yes.
are so brilliant. His parents are hilarious,
I
and
loved the scene when they were throwing the children into the
oh my god,
fountain.
yes!
Oh my god.
She turns around the corner and she goes, "We know exactly what our children look like." And then, bam! All the kids in front of her, and they're like, "Okay, this is good." And then, yeah, she's throwing water balloons at them,
Oh my
throwing them in the
god.
fountain, throwing water at them. Oh my god, it's so.
And the kids were so scared.
It's like, no, not again.
I just died laughing because I'm like, this is like as much as, I mean, not that adults are like violent towards children, but sometimes, you want to kick a child,
Yeah, yeah. But then you see, and then you see, the mother was voiced by Maya Rudolph.
Was it? Oh, the mother. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, and I was like, that is kind of, even though she's not physically there,
yeah.
but like her voice was just like, it just lends itself so well to the character. I was like, this is kind of brilliant.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because even if it was like a live action, I could totally see Maya Rudolph playing that part.
Yes.
Just like throwing water at kids. Yeah.
The parents were really
The
funny.
parents were really great. They were really
Uh,
funny. And
oh my God.
but what I also really loved was the credits,
Yeah.
the little
Yeah.
drawings. I was like, oh, this is really brilliant.
It was so cute. Such a cute film. I really loved Julia's father.
Yes.
There was something so sweet about him.
Hmm.
And
It's
like,
it was the eyebrows, the mustache, and the occasional like where his eyes would just appear, where one eye would just appear because he's like
yeah,
opening his eyes or whatever. But like he was, yeah.
the cat like looked like him for some weird
And the
reason.
cat did look like him. Oh my god, I didn't know. Yes, yes. Now that you point out, the cat did look like him.
I love the fact at the end he ends up pretty much looking after Alberto.
Alberto, yeah.
Really sweet. Like they casually threw that in there. That like Alberto was like, oh, he asked if I could help around, want to stick around. I'm like, that is so
That was
sweet.
very sweet. But I think that the relationship between both of them built because Alberto like knew the fish, like he actually
Yeah,
knew the fish.
yeah.
But I was also like, if you know the fish, you just let them get caught and be killed. What? No. But yes, the way their friendship kind of like blossomed was very sweet.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
oh,
I love the friendship between the two. I mean, the three kids.
mm.
A lot. I love Julia so much. Though she was
Oh
so
my god, Julia was
she was
great.
so like weird and like unapologetic
Yeah,
about her
yeah.
weirdness, and like I loved that about her. Like they did some physicality with her character where I was like, she's kind of like she's so weird, but like she was just so unapologetic, and I thought it was really
Mm,
cute.
mm. Wait,
I oh yeah.
did you ever watch Call Me by Your Name?
What movie is that? Call Me by Your Name.
That one was with Timothy Chalamet and Armie Hammer.
No, I did not see it. I've heard of
Right.
this film, yeah.
So that was a really good film and a book, I thought. And the movie takes place in, I mean, even the book, the whole story takes place in this little town in Italy. But Luca really get like the ending of Luca really gave me sort of like weird Call Me by Your Name vibes.
I
Because they
can
were
watch this
both
one.
like leaving at the train station.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you ever watch that, maybe you'll get it, what
Oh
you
my God, the
you
director of Call Me by Your Name is Luca.
oh my god, yes, of course. Luca
I mean,
Guadagnino, yeah.
yeah, that's funny. But yeah, speaking of Luca being, you mentioned that like he was a little bit of annoying, a little annoying. I liked his character, but I got so mad at him when he when Alberto got caught as a sea monster by
Oh my
Arcola.
god, me too. Me
Luca
fucking
pointed
too.
and went, "Oh my god, a sea monster!" I was like, "You
I was like, you are a little
shit."
fucker.
I got so mad. I was loving the film, and at that point, I was livid. I'm like, "You little shit!" Like
He is a little shit.
yeah.
And it wasn't the way that it wasn't the only the fact that he went he's a sea monster. It was the way he did it as well. It was like a little precocious little shit. It was like,
Yeah.
he's a sea monster with a
Like
pointing.
he
I was
got
like, fuck
so
you. If I
yeah.
could, oh my
He
god.
got so fearful of his own life that he outed his friend who introduced him to this new life. And I get it. I know he's a kid, he's little, he's scared, he's sheltered, whatever. But I was just like, yo, Luca, you're not on my good side right now. And then when he went
Yeah.
up to the when he went up to see Alberto after and apologized, I'm like, I felt for Alberto. I'm like, yo, if I was Alberto, I'd be pissed too. Like I just
Yeah, I would fucking throw him off the tower.
yeah, you little shit.
Yeah, fucking Brendan Stark style, push him off the fucking tower.
Whoops.
Yeah, whoops.
Oh my god, yeah. That part really did piss me off. I was like,
Yeah, no, it was yes, I really felt for Alberto because he like trashed his place and then like tore up the picture. Oh, but yes, if I were him, I'd be so fucking pissed at that.
but then he saved him at the end. So finally.
Well, yes, he did save him at the end, I guess. But
But
I
the
mean,
end, yeah.
sorry, no, yeah, no, he did sort of save him at the end in a way, I suppose. But Alberto was trying to save Luca from being from being revealed as a sea creature, but then he got revealed as a sea creature anyway. So did he really save him? No.
By the way,
No.
I'm reading here. I didn't watch anything after the credits. Did you notice?
Was there something else after the credits?
There was.
Wait, what?
It's Uncle Ugo talking to a stray goldfish about how great his life is.
Oh no way! How did we miss that? I watched the
completely
credit.
missed that. Yeah. Oh my god, we gotta go back and watch that.
That's so annoying. I watched the. I
So
watched the
funny.
whole. I must have stopped right as
I definitely stopped
when I thought it would have ended.
Yeah.
Where I thought the credits would have ended. Oh, that's so annoying.
Well, sometimes
Yes.
it'll if a film does that, they'll cut to black and then they start a new scene and they show that scene. So I think that's probably what happens. So we definitely gotta watch that. I wonder if we could watch it right now and I can just share my screen.
wait. So remind me who played the uncle again? It was someone like
Sacha
Baron Cohen. Yes, that's right. I
Hold
was
on.
like, I recognize that voice, and I feel like I knew who it was.
All right, well, here it is. Oh my god, wait, hold on. Sorry, it looks so funny. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna share screen. How do I share screen on this? Edit, window, screen share. Oh, how do you do that actually? More. Ask while to mute. Allow. What? No. There's an easy way to do this, I'm sure. Stop video. No. Choose virtual. No. What? Wait, how do you do this? No, there is a
at the bottom, like share screen next to the chat.
I don't have that. Oh, I see it. Share. Oh my god. It's asking me to go into security.
Oh god, okay.
Allow me to, but it's not even coming up. Come on. Hold on, wait. Desktop, right? Yeah. Share. Yeah, I'm opening it. Okay, Zoom. Here we go. Later. Okay, share screen. Ah, here we go. Do you see?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
We're gonna watch this right now.
Okay. We're gonna watch this right now.
Producing our slippers around.
Oh, see, yeah, I stopped right here.
There we go.
Oh my god.
Some people think I'm mad to live in the deep. I think that they are the ones who are mad, not me, the one who is mad. It's them. It's a nice life, simple life. It's away from the hustle and bustle, all the stuff that you don't want. Well, carcass. Anyway, you're gonna have fun. You get to hear me talk. I can talk without stopping, sometimes for maybe 12 hours, and you get to listen. So you're lucky. Well,
Oh my God.
Is that Giuseppe?
That's so. Oh yeah,
That was so weird.
brilliant.
Oh, I know. It's so weird. Okay, how do I stop this?
It's so wonderfully weird.
Oh, little Giuseppe.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
But yeah, cute film. Very, very cute film. I love the friendship dynamic. I think it's really cute. It made me like, it's funny because my sister told me like, oh, it made me cry a little bit at the end. And I'm like, I do not want to watch a Pixar film where I cry because I feel like I get very emotional. So I didn't want to get overtly emotional, but I teared up a little bit because it was sweet. It wasn't like a sad film at all, which I appreciated because sometimes I do want to watch an animation without being freaking sad.
Right.
And emotionally traumatized.
No, totally.
Which Soul kind of did that for me. It definitely made me cry for a good chunk of time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Soul was
Great.
Soul was beautiful. It reminded me a lot of Inside Out.
Yeah, it did. It did a lot, especially like going into like the depths of a human being. But like, I mean, first of all, the animation around music.
Oh my God, the music was gorgeous.
Even when he was playing the piano in the beginning, seeing his fingers move, I'm like, damn, like they must have really had to do a lot of like, you know, not even just research, but having to stop and play, like how a pianist like moves their fingers like onto it, because that's hard to do in animation. It was really, I don't know, it was really fascinating to watch that. Really impressive.
Yeah.
And just seeing even like Dorothy like on the sax, like seeing her play and seeing her move, like I don't know, it was a really beautiful film. But that movie had a lot of messages. Like
there was so much to unpack.
I feel like I need to watch it again, like twice more.
Yeah, because it was so like, oh, it was heartbreaking because like the way he died, and then they had all these unfulfilled like dreams and aspirations, and I was like, oh, it was it was really heartbreaking. Just heartbreaking because like that happens to everyone, but few are ever sort of like kind of have that revelation of kind of doing something about it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I loved how because that movie didn't really have an antagonist. It was almost like he was his own antagonist in some sort of weird way. And not that he was necessarily a bad guy, but like if we had to put that label on there, it's like, because obviously in Luca, like the antagonist was Arcola, right? But in this movie, it's like it was almost like he himself was his own enemy. Because like I think when he first died, he had like this revelation about seeing himself being alone and living the way he was living life, and like he wasn't really living, and he was so obsessed with being a jazz musician that he didn't really stop and see like what his life was really like. Like he didn't really listen to his barber life, or he didn't even recognize that he was a jazz musician. Like he was it. Because when he did play at the half note and he spoke to that woman, Dorothy, and she gave him that little story about the fish in the ocean, and the fish wanted to like live in the ocean. I'm looking for the ocean. The older fish said like you're in it, and the fish said like no, this is water. And it's like that moment, I don't know, it was a slap to the face for me at least, because I was like, she's right. Like he is in it. Like he is a jazz musician. Like he's inspiring like children. Like he's actually living his dream. And like even playing at the half note, like that was his dream, and he's still seeking more. And it's like, what are you seeking when you already have it? Like, it's
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
not.
But yes, because
Yeah.
he just wasn't able to take a step back and sort of like see the bigger picture and see like the current circumstances of his life. But yeah.
And to only, like, yes, you can obviously dream big and have goals and have bigger goals, but while you're getting there, you need to like enjoy what you have in the present moment. And he wasn't doing that. And
Yeah, totally.
because of that, he was negatively like affecting 22, the little pre-soul, whatever it's called, I don't know.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And 22 started to get insecurities because of him. And it's just like, you're not being a good mentor to this other soul. Like, you're actually bringing her down by but she was seeing the beauty all around her. I don't know if it was a girl or boy, to be honest. 22, or like a they or something. But like 22 was seeing like the beauty of life all around her. Like, even like when she got yelled at by the guy in the subway train, she was like, I kind of liked it. And it's like, the funny thing is, like, when she mentioned that, because we're New Yorkers, like, we know what that life is like. It's like you don't necessarily hate moments like that. That's just life. That's just a
Yeah.
part of like life. And there's a reason why that part of life is like there, and like it's okay, right? And she was seeing the beauty in everything, and like he was just missing the entire thing because he had this obsession, this like materialistic obsession, that he just wasn't enjoying anything else around him at all. And she was enjoying the pizza, like the lead,
Yeah.
like the New
Yeah,
York.
she was experiencing everything for like the first time.
Yeah, it's just
I
like,
mean, literally for the first time.
for sure, yeah. And it's like, you know, Joe needed to do the same thing. Like, he wasn't living a bad life, technically. Like, he still had his mother, you know, he
I
still had
mean, you're
priorities.
right. He didn't need to experience it, and what a journey to get there. What a journey
I
for
know
him
he
to
died
get
like
all
what,
that.
3 times.
I was like, how many times does this guy have to die?
Wait,
Jesus,
hold
let
up.
him live or die already.
Can we talk about how like the cat just died?
Oh, God, what was that about?
They killed the cat.
Like, why?
They cut to the cat like going to the great beyond and never went back to it again.
Yeah. That,
Poor cat.
okay.
Although, I did just say Terry was a really funny character. He was so annoying, but he was so funny.
Oh wait, which one was
Terry was the accountant,
Oh yes.
counting every soul that was going to the great beyond. And like at the end, he was like, "Oh, thank you for this trophy." And they were like, "Yeah, well, you asked for it." And he's like,
Yeah,
"Oh."
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, yes, you're right, and the way they also like kind of like reject the numbers a little bit.
Yeah, it's funny because like I feel like I know a lot of Terrys in my life, right? Like people need to feel validation all the time, and then people around them are just like, "No, like you're doing a great job, you're fine." Terry,
like, give me a fucking trophy to prove it.
I love the whole the I guess like the construction of an actual soul, like
Yes.
how they developed like each personality. I was like, oh, this is a very interesting way of like approaching it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like that's why it reminded me so much of Inside Out, just because of the little sections and little components that kind of make up.
Yeah, it's interesting how it's funny how like this movie came out, you know, like during COVID.
Yeah, it came out last summer.
Yeah.
Sort of summer fall, and
October 11th of last year.
Right.
Yeah.
And yeah, it came out like right when we were in the depths of lockdown.
Yeah, I feel like this the takeaway from this film has such a large impact versus like if it came out like years ago.
Oh yeah, no, for sure, and it's very much sort of like live in the moment kind of thing, which totally fine. It's a great sort of message, but also like sometimes easier said than done, right?
Well, I think so for me, like I got more than live in the moment. I felt like so I studied at the William Esper Studio for 2 years. I just did their acting program there, and they taught us the Meisner technique for acting. And uh, Bill Esper, who passed away, and in his book, so there's a book that for the William Esper Studio where the writer kind of observes Bill's class for a good 2 years, and he writes about it. And between the 2 years, like we take like a summer break, and Bill in the first book said before the summer break, he said to his actors, to his students, to not act, take the summer off, and to live life, like vacation, fall in love, read books, write poetry, like just do things.
Do anything, yeah.
Do anything and experience life. And like when I first read the book, like it was like I understood what he was saying, but like I didn't really understand what he was saying. And after the 2 years were up, after I got out of William Esper, it didn't really hit me up until like a couple months ago. It really hit me of like, I think people do have this obsession of who they need to be and like who they're supposed to be and where they need to be in life. They have goals and aspirations and dreams, which is all good things, right? Like these are all really, really good things to have. But sometimes the obsession becomes so grand that like that's all you see, and you're not experiencing life around you. Even if you are doing things, if you are traveling, if you are reading books, if you are hanging out with friends for brunch and having like 5 Aperol spritz.
Yeah, right.
You're not really fully enjoying it because the obsession is so big in your body and your mind and soul that it's taking up space.
Right.
And like watching this movie, it's like, yeah, like it was taking up so much space in Joe's life. And he had good dreams. And he was in it. Like he was a good jazz player. He was a musician. Like he was really good. But he wasn't experiencing anything around him. He just had this obsession. Because even the student, like his first student in the very beginning, he saw how great she was and how beautiful she was playing. But like, I don't think he really fully, deeply appreciated the way that 22 did when she first heard the student playing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even in the end, when he did sort of, when he did get to fulfill his dream, you could tell that it wasn't as satisfying for him or fulfilling for him as he thought it would be.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah. So
the first thing he asked was, "Okay, what's next?" And it's like, well, why is there a what's next? Like,
yeah.
You just played.
Yeah. You just did what you wanted to do.
Wonderful, jazz player that you, and it was just what you wanted to do. And like, like you just died and came back, you idiot. Like, and he asked what's next.
What's
when I
next?
saw that, I was a little taken aback. Like,
yeah, right. I was like, you little bitch.
Like, how dare you? Like, appreciate what just happened.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Because she's like, we do it again. And he was like, oh, and I'm like, yeah, you do it. Like, what's happening here? And then that's when, when that whole dialogue happened. And realistically, like, he was living the life that he wanted to live. He just wasn't seeing it. So yeah, I don't know. It's
no, you're right.
Yeah, it had so many messages. I feel like I need to watch it again to like rewatch, like if I missed anything, because I feel like I missed things, But yeah, there were funny moments too.
The
great bar, like all the Jerrys, like, just call me Jerry. Hi Jerry. Oh, hi Jerry. The way they were talking.
That whole bit, in that sort of like ethereal world, where all the souls are just running around. That part was like, it was so, I was like, that is ingenious and also so well depicted.
Yeah, because
Because I was like, who's to say that's not what it is? Because this looks like this makes sense.
Yeah, I was really impressed of how the dialogue and the imagery moved along for the audience to follow, because that's a hard thing to translate onto screen and onto paper. Like I'm like, wow, like whoever constructed this, I mean, I imagine it's a team behind
Yeah.
the film that really constructed that. Like it was really genius. This is like off topic of The Great Before, but like I laughed so hard when in the hospital room when the doctors finally see Joe is up and when the souls are switched, and Joe as the cat was like talking to the doctors and all he sees is I'm like, yo, he's like,
fucking cat is just yelling at you.
It's a really funny moment.
It's a very fun film. It's a very fun. I enjoyed that. Kind of. I don't know. I felt like I liked out of the two. Which one did you like more? I mean, it sounds like you liked Soul more.
I mean, I think because the message for Soul, I feel like it really resonated with me.
Mm-hmm.
I really loved like just the takeaway from it. I loved all the messaging through Soul, because Soul had more messages than Luca did.
For sure.
I think Luca was more of like a simple, fun, cute movie with messages too. And Soul was just like, I don't know, everything about it. I was like hooked on every single moment. Where Luca was just like simply enjoying it. It was fun, but yes,
yeah,
it had me.
Well, I liked Luca more, just superficial, purely superficial. Just because it was also just because it all seemed so quaint and like just everything just it seemed so idyllic. Whereas Soul, as you know, as you said, there were plenty of messages, and yes, I think the messages resonates with everyone on some level. But there was also something a little morbid about it, and I was like, after having seen Luca, I was like, oh, I want to go back to Italy.
You did mention something like I think between these two movies, like Soul made me really like appreciate and love New York and the vastness of it so much. But Luca, like I loved the fact that it took place in a very small, tiny village. I loved that detail of that film.
Yeah.
Because there was something very sweet about the way those people were living in that little seaside village. And yeah, it's funny how we watched like two films that were complete opposite of where they were living.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
I'm actually gonna watch it again today. I'm seeing my sister for dinner and she's like, do you want to watch Luca? And I'm like, yes.
Yes. Oh my god.
Yes, of course.
Oh.
They're both good films. They're both good. Like if I had to recommend,
they're both very good films. They're both very good films. I
don't think I could like do one over the other.
I mean, they're also very different. So yeah, no, I can see why. Yeah.
Thank you for listening to the Every Shade podcast with Hanjie Chow and Keisha Bisram. Follow us on Instagram at Chow Chowie and Keisha Bisram. Also, don't forget to follow us on Spotify, YouTube, and Instagram at Dark Brown Channel, and stay tuned for future updates on the Every Shade podcast. Thank you so much for listening to us this season.